Okay, so hi Marieke.
Hi.
But I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about your work.
Great, please do.
Well, tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, actually, I'm a freelance teacher of English and I'm an English pronunciation coach.
Oh, tell me any special area?
Yes, I teach Chinese PhDs here in the Netherlands because they struggle a lot with their English, and I help them be more fluent when they communicate about their research projects, even if they're afraid to speak and don't feel very confident.
That sounds like an incredible challenge. It's quite
It is a challenge, but it's highly rewarding.
Oh, in what way?
Because when they come to my classes, they're very often very timid and shy and feeling very insecure, because they learnt a lot in China in terms of grammar, listening, writing, usually okay, vocabulary maybe, but then how to say all that. And they really struggle, and nobody's ever taught them how to do it.
And how do you approach this? It sounds extremely complicated.
Well, it's not as complicated as you think, as long as you approach the whole thing the right way. And what I do, I follow the articulatory approach, which I was trained to do so by Mr. Adrian Underhill and Piers Messam and Rosalind Young. And they all designed a sound chart where you can find all the phonetic symbols and all the sounds of English. And I really take them to that chart and start with the basics, and also focus a lot on the physicality of it all. So approach pronunciation as a motor skill. Focus on the jaws, but also the tongue or the lips, See? So that is actually one of the things. It is very physical. And also what they don't use is the abdominal muscles, because in their first language everything is automatic. They don't even think about it, but in the first language we need more power and more energy from the abdominals.
Do you have any special tools to get the job done?
Yes, what I've used the other day is actually my little mouse, because my Chinese student was so shy and spoke so softly. He sounded to me like a mouse. So I bought the mouse and showed it to him, and he could relate to that. And I said, "Can you be louder? Be like the lion." And he had to laugh and said, "Okay, I can do that." So we went to and also did some mouth yoga, exercising the muscles, the lips, the tongue, and be loud. Come on, you can do more. Things like that. So I try and motivate them in a very nice way.
And what is your main objective in your program?
Well, I want my students to be independent and autonomous. So I don't sort of drill them in the sense that I model all the sounds and say, go, you say go, go, come on, do say go. But I try and teach them the position of the g and the o, also very much silent sounds, so that they know where to go if they want to have that sound. So it's kind of a mental workbench, if you like, an inner workbench where all the sounds are. And if they can reach those when they want, then they're more confident, and they will be more independent and be more autonomous at work.
Hi, it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. And have you had good results with your program?
Yes, I think so. And of course, it's always difficult to say that, like, okay, I'm a very successful coach. But what I see is that my students leave the lessons much more confident, and they usually say to me, "I now know how to do it." And that's what gives me a lot of satisfaction. And it's not so much about me and my method, it's about them being better students and being better communicators. And maybe I can show you one poster I showed them at the beginning of class, where the knowledge they have is usually pretty high. They're specialists in any kind of subject. And then, of course, their English skills are not as good as they want them to be, and they have to bridge a gap. And once they manage to do so, and are more aware of everything they're saying, then they will become better communicators, and not just being worried about their own English, but being able to interact. So the more aware they are, the better they will communicate.
Okay, well, thank you, Marieke. That's been really interesting. Good luck
welcome.
with all
Thank you.
your students. Okay.
Thank you.